Welcome back everyone. You're watching the Diary of a Dog Walker, provided by Crichton Pet Services, and I'm Stephen Crichton, and you join us on St. Valentine's Day. I hope you've been inundated with cards and chocolates and all the goodies that people expect to get on this day, but also don't forget about the love, right? And I hope the dogs are loving you more than ever today. You join us on Tuesday in Edinburgh. Look at this, I'm just going to pan up. February in Scotland, who'd have thought it? It is very, very, very warm as well, even although I'm layered up. It's, I think thermometer wise it's saying about 5 or 6 degrees, but it feels very tropical today. So we're enjoying the sun and we're enjoying the tranquility of our walk. And when the conditions are good like this, it's actually quite nice to speak to you guys through the camera and being able to stand a little bit further away from the camera to be able to teach you guys the odd bits and pieces. I know that you guys tend to like that kind of thing, and so especially if you're watching at home, if you're watching just now and you're thinking, I wish my recall was as good as Stephen has with those dogs, then today is the day for you. So we have Ruby on a long line, and I'm going to show you how I combine the long line and my trusty whistle to get the best results for Ruby, for myself, for the pack, and for you. I'm giving you this away for free. What's not to like about that? So stay with us. I'll be back throughout the walk. I'm going to show you the dogs and what we kind of do on our walk at the same time as trying to teach you this. So it might work, it might not work, but yeah, I'll be interspaced throughout the video with little tips and tricks and show you how to do it. And yeah, I'll be back at the very end to recap our day and let you know how we've got on. Until then, I'm going to hand you over in particular to Ruby and the gang. Good boy, Alfie. Good boy. It's very quiet today. It's very quiet. Good girl, Ruby. Yeah, I know you guys are very keen on what's in here. Okay, today we've got Ruby on the long line. Let me just show you what that means. It's about 10 meters. I think it might be 15 meters. I'm not 100% sure on its length, but it's given the dog quite a lot of freedom, and I can just walk as normal and she'll just every now and again get sort of tugged in the right direction and rejoin the group and walk with us because she's very used to walking with us. But if you wanted to use this line as a tool to help train your dog with recall, I'm going to show you that as we go around. So it's a really effective tool. It's a brilliant way to get different people in the family also involved in trying to get the dog to respond to them also, and it doesn't take an awful lot of effort or energy to get it right. You just need to kind of know what you're doing. So I'm going to show you that at some point. I'll try and set up the camera and show you and talk you through the plan. Okay, so first thing, Ruby's kind of lagging behind, she's not paying attention. So if I just keep walking, the lead goes tight and she just walks on a little bit, but see, her attention's back there again. So we're just going to walk on a little bit further. It goes tight, she comes back our way, but again the attention's there. Now I'm not doing anything, I'm not getting her attention in any way. So we maybe need to do something in order to kind of get her to focus on us. Good. Alright, so how are we going to get Ruby's attention? Well, there's a few different ways, and if you're familiar with my videos, you're probably familiar with all the ways that I use already. But just to kind of explain them, I'll use this. So this is an ACME 211.5 gauge whistle, which is, for me, this is the final level of, excuse me. Hey, what is it? I can hear them. We need to relax though. Yep, come on, let's walk. Alright, so I'm trying to teach and train you guys as well as walk these 6 dogs, and something up ahead. Look at Juno pointing here just now with her paw. Something has caught her attention. She's starting barking. Let's go see what it is first, and then I'll talk to you guys. Come on, together, together. Good. Good. Alright, so if you're familiar with the channel and you've watched these videos before, you'll know that I use a series of different techniques to bring the dogs back, and my most regular one is my own voice whistle, if that's the right way to put it, my mouth whistle. So like this. Okay, that's kind of stopped the dogs dead in their track and they've came back to us. If the dogs are close to us and we're just going a different way from, say Elsa's up there, Ruby's up there, and we want to go this way, just good, Ruby. Good. But if neither of those two are an option, perhaps the wind is incredibly fierce, perhaps there's a lot going on, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of distraction, or the dogs are just simply too far away for either of those two to be effective, then this is the ultimate. So this is my ACME 211.5 gauge whistle. Perfect for pet owners, absolutely perfect for pet owners, and I'm going to show you how you would use that just now. But here's how it sounds. Okay, but there's a technique to it. You don't just blow it. Now, even though the dog stopped dead when I did that, they were confused by what I've just done there, so they've not came back to me, they just stopped. You need to go and have a look at this video in the comments for how to use the whistle effectively. I've done another video on that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to combine the long lead and the whistle together to effectively give you a bomb-proof recall. Alright, so let's go and practice that. Okay, I'm just going to add that if you're at the stage of dog ownership that you need to use the long line, it's very unlikely Ruby's going to be as calm and controlled as how she is here. This is more like what you're likely to see. A lot of running around, a lot of play, and then, you know, you're using the lead to stamp on it or grab a hold if she's running off in the wrong direction too far. But Ruby, no, we've lost her attention now, so let's show you how to do that. Okay, so just to explain, just before I show you this, because it's hard to talk you through it and show you at the same time, so I'll explain first. What we're going to do is we're going to wait until the line is tight, or at least until Ruby's attention is off of us. Then we're going to give 2 peeps of this, as per the other video, so such as, okay, one comes back, good. As soon as the 2 peeps are blown, we're going to get Ruby's attention specifically by saying her name. So Ruby, come. That's the command we're going to use. Ruby, her name, and come. That's the command. Directly after those peeps. And then if she starts to come, perfect, and she'll get rewarded for that, either verbally or with some food. But if she doesn't come initially, if she doesn't come immediately, I should say, then we're going to start to reel in this long line like a fishing line until she starts to make the journey herself. Then you can ease off in doing it, and hopefully she'll come back in. And the idea is, with enough practice, with enough reps, she'll do it. It won't take her too long before I have to stop hauling her. She'll just come on her own accord. It's easier said than done, Takes a good amount of practice, but we'll see. I'll try and set up the camera just now and show you how it works, alright? Ruby, come. Ruby, come. Good girl. Good girl. Hey. Ruby, come. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Well done. Ruby, come. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Okay, last one. Lead's not tight. Ruby, come. Good girl, sweetheart. Well done. Well done, sweetie. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Well done. Oh, you're doing so well. No, you're not getting in. Alright guys, well that concludes us for another walk. It's been a cracker of a day. The dogs have loved it and they've been really well behaved. Ruby, tip of the cap to you, young lady. It has been an absolute belter of a session with you, and I've really enjoyed just seeing her like respond, even in the, you know, half a dozen attempts that I did with her, just from basically nothing to really engaged with it. And one of the things that we did to make it kind of rewarding for her is to give her a lot of hand contact, a lot of physical contact. Basically, she's much more appreciative of a stroke, or as you'd say in Scotland, as a clap, which is like, you know, doing that rather than any treats. So she's done really well. She's done really well indeed. We don't always use the long lead because it can sometimes be a little bit hindering, especially depending on where we're going. It can get snagged on things, it can get in people's way, that kind of thing. So on days like today, when it was nice and empty and we kind of had the place ourselves for a good amount, it was a good tool to use. So we'll see when we use it again next. But hopefully it's been a good one for you, and if you have enjoyed what you've seen here just now, then please remember and subscribe to the channel, or at very least let us know where you're watching from and we'll get back to you and we'll speak to you about that. Best of luck with your training. We'll see you on the next walk. Take care. Bye bye.